Hey guys, big welcome back, and as always, I want to thank you for joining me today. Today's going to be a little bit different video. I decided to do a little commentary over a flight. I was just seeing what was going on in the neighborhood. I pulled in here, I was going to do some flying, and I noticed that this guy was actually pulled over down where I was going to go fly. And so I was like, let's see what's he up to. At this point, we had no idea, and so I was just kind of looking. And I kind of went high up because, even though there's nothing illegal about flying your drone around town. You there's some regulations or guidelines actually saying not within 250 meters of people and buildings and all that, but they're just guidelines. They're not actual laws. But anyway, back to the point is that you still, you don't want to go pushing the buttons with the cops. So I was sitting here coming up, and I was like, I wonder what he's pulled over for. Could it be for speeding? Nah, probably not. Maybe he didn't use a signal? Nope, probably not that either. Do you think he was off-roading in that field where he shouldn't have been? I don't know. Maybe he was like, nope, it wasn't me. Because that's what I would say. Just ignore the skid marks and, crusty rusties all over the road there. It wasn't me at all. So I decided to look, see where they had gone. I know sometimes people go dirt biking in there, but he was clearly not dirt biking, rather donating, which looked like fun. So maybe I should have done that too. And then I see he's got like a buddy waiting there with him. Actually, we find out it's a buddy later. I didn't know at this point that it was a buddy, but that'll be for later on in the video, guys. So I just decided to hover here, and I was really tempted to drop down. But unfortunately, where I had stopped, I was like seriously around the corner because I have thought it would be hilarious to drop down on a cop and kind of, privacy rape them for a minute and then beat up to like 1,500 feet so they can't see which way you go and then come back to wherever you are. But so I decided to leave them alone at this point and go and check out a baseball game. Thought, as I was driving by before, it looked like they were having some fun. Thought maybe we'd come down and check it out, see if any trains go by at the same time. Those of you that are longtime subscribers will know this is actually where I crashed my Cheerson, which sucked, the Cheerson CX-20 that is. And that was because the battery died and I couldn't hear it. There was trains and there was cops and there was all this shit going on, and I could not hear the low battery alarm. Unfortunately, the low battery alarm on the Cheerson is on the drone itself, so if you're flying by a train, you're not likely going to hear it. But regardless of the cause, I should have known better. Anyhow, so I come here and I check this out, and then I hear the truck ripping down the road, or coming down the road anyway. So I was looking there, and all of a sudden I'm going to decide, you know what, let's go see it. Oh, and here comes a train actually in the far left. I never even noticed that. I was so preoccupied with the other stuff. Go train what? We're going to chase one of those. I've done it before. I never uploaded the video, but I am going to chase another one for you guys. Why? Because it's fun, I guess. So I'm cruising on back here, and we're going to see, here he is at the light, and he's got his buddy there. And what you guys don't hear is what we did is actually when he leaves that light right there, he squawks the tires a little bit, which was kind of funny. And, being that the cop was still right back there, at that point we didn't know where the cop went, but we'll get to that later. So I just decided to, be all news reporter and follow this guy around now. So we're going to see what he's up to right here. Oh, they're going to block the road. And wait a sec, that's not going to work. That Dodge wants to turn. So now this guy's got to do a really weird wide-ass backup maneuver there. Cool. Now Dodge can make his turn. And so these guys, they're obviously buddies for sure. Except the one guy's truck was totally clean. So I guess he was kind of the pansy of the bunch. So now they're going to go ripping down this road. And I'm going to guess that they blow the stop sign here, but I don't really know, because I'm pretty sure there was one there. And they just didn't feel like stopping, but I could be wrong. There may not have been. I'd have to go check it out. So I was following, and I was like, oh, forget it. They're going too far. However, I realized that right up here they stop. And so I was like, well, what the hell could they be doing? Why would they stop? And so I thought, all right, let's get all investigative and shit and fly over there and see what they're doing. So any second now we should start flying along and go see what they're doing over there. Odds are they were just talking about, if you got a ticket or some shit. And wasn't really sure. So we're gonna cruise on over there now, see what's doing. Hopefully you guys are liking this little news reporting I've got going on here. I was thinking about applying with CNN, or just at least writing CNN on my quadcopter to make it a little more official. So I get over here and I see that they're sitting there chatting, blocking some road again, because they can't wait to chat until they get home. And so unfortunately, I really wanted to drop down and kind of bug the shit out of them, was really what I was starting to think. And so you see me start descending, and then I saw them flinch, so then they started moving. So that ain't gonna work. That was ruined. We'll watch them go. I was hoping they were going to stop again because I was still well within range. I could have followed them further, but I didn't want to get to flying all the way over there for nothing if there was nothing to see. So at this point, I'm going to say screw it. That's enough of them. They're leaving, and we're going to end up carrying on back over. A little too far. Back over towards where I'm at, and then I was like, oh, we're going to go for a cruise over here. And this is a lot of construction. I would like to go and do donuts in there myself. To be honest, actually, I did some off-roading yesterday. It was pouring rain, though I couldn't make a video of it. So next time I want to get you guys some video of me doing off-roading, like, get a buddy filming it. That, or I just can throw the drone up in the air. It's got, I believe, a 10-minute hover built into the Phantom 3, so it'll sit in one spot for up to 10 minutes if you have no input from the control. Then it'll auto land or something. But anyhow, I come cruising along here back to where we were, and I was just kind of wondering about where the trail went and stuff, so I was like, oh, I'll check that out. And then the weird thing was that we hadn't saw the cop leave where we were sitting. We were sitting right next to the road behind Tim Hortons. So we knew the cop hadn't passed, and this is a one-way in, one-way out deal, with the exception of this mud road, which we didn't imagine the cop would have went down. And so then I decided to come and see this here. There's a car sitting at the end. And at first I thought about lowering down to see him, but then I was a little hesitant because a few weeks ago we pulled down this road and there's some parents with their kid and they were, firing off a .22 rifle or something. And I thought, you know what, I ain't trying to become somebody's target practice, and, what if that was at the same people? I didn't remember what they were driving anyway. I didn't think it would be a good idea, because if they go target practicing down there, then maybe somebody else does too, who knows. So anyways, I'm going to stay here for a second just while I was talking to a buddy or whatever. And don't worry, we're going to roll out of here in a second. And we're going to go back up the road. And I think right now it's actually what we're doing is we're talking about the cop. I was like, well, what happened to the cop? The cop didn't pass us. And we were actually just kind of peeking around the building to see if we could see them at all. And so yeah, I'm gonna come back in a second. I do lower down a little bit here, not too much. And yeah, then pretty soon I'm gonna turn. I'm watching this live with you guys kind of thing here on the computer, so I don't have. I'm only going by memory of when I did what. I don't have like a little video 5 seconds ahead to know what's going on. But all right, so let's boogie on back here, and then. I was like, oh shit, there's the cop right there. And I was thinking, well, maybe I could try my little privacy raping a cop prank or stunt or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I just thought it would be fun to lower down on them, and or pretty close at least, even though I was in a bad spot. So you see, I'm gonna get over here, and that was just a little low battery warning on my computer, but we're gonna go check them out. We're gonna have to, as I'm explaining this to you, I'm gonna have to walk and plug my computer in. Some of you are doing this on the laptop, but hopefully you guys are cool with that. So anyways, as soon as I get in position over them, I'm gonna start lowering down, and then unfortunately it happens. I crashed the drone. It's going to blast into 50,000 pieces. I don't know what happened. No, I'm joking. It was just a low battery alarm. And I was like, well, there's no way in hell I'm going to drop down on this cop with only 30% battery left and risk not being able to, do my pop fly back up into the air to disappear. So, unfortunately, that's kind of the end of it. There's us right there by the black truck. And I think we're going to turn around here and watch the cop some more, because I was wondering if the cop noticed the drone. At this point, I'm maybe, I don't know, 120 feet in the air or something like that. There's a cop just sitting there. And it was kind of funny because on the way, I had to go to Home Depot, and on the way there, I stopped at a light and there was a cop next to me, and I gunned it, and not like, gunned it, but anyways, I beat the cop to the next light. And then when she caught up to me at the next light, she looked over at me, I looked at her, and she's drinking her energy drink, and doesn't she fucking gun it and take off. And there's no way in hell with the speed she was going I could do it back, but anyway, it was kind of funny. But so that's pretty much the video, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the commentary on this. I don't know how many people actually will be still watching, but if you are, I'd love some feedback. If you guys want me to look for more, adventure out there, this was obviously a pretty mild adventure, but I have no problem going out trying to find some more and sharing it with you guys and throwing some commentary over it. Leave me some feedback. There's my truck, all muddy. Not too muddy because it was pouring rain, so it was kind of washing off as I went, but I really hoping to get you guys some off-roading video, and I can be the crazy guy that beats the shit out of a brand new truck. Thanks for watching.